Hey, welcome to iFlip for Math Mathcast Lesson 20-1, Outcomes of a Probability Experiment. I'm Mrs. Gooding, and our quote tonight is by Michael Jordan, who said, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying." So you may make a few mistakes in math, but keep trying. Our learning goal tonight is to use a tree diagram or multiply to find all of the possible outcomes of a probability experiment. Here are our individual lesson learning goals. We're going to use a tree diagram to find all the possible outcomes in a given situation, and then we're also going to use multiplication to determine how many possible outcomes there are in a given situation. Here is our vocabulary. You need to know what a tree diagram is. It's a diagram used to organize the outcomes of an experiment, and we're not really just talking about science experiments. We're just talking about any time you have kind of the probability aspect of it. So there's Michael Jordan. He's plays for the Bulls, number 23. You can have some fun looking at all the pictures of him tonight. Here is our first example. Madison has grape jelly, strawberry jelly, and peach jelly. She also has chunky peanut butter, smooth peanut butter, and almond peanut butter, or almond butter. She has wheat bread, white bread, and raisin bread. How many different sandwiches can she make consisting of one flavor of jelly, one type of peanut butter, and one type of bread? Let's go ahead and check that out now. So this is going to look a little bit crazy. This is called a tree diagram, and it's where you kind of start out with a trunk, and then you branch out to the branches, and then you branch out to the leaves. So if you look at, what I went ahead and did is I divided these types of sandwiches up by the type of bread they would be on. So one group of sandwiches will be on wheat bread, one will be on white bread, and one will be on raisin bread. I have 3 types of bread. Then I had 3 types of jelly, and I can serve you a wheat bread sandwich with grape jelly, or a wheat bread sandwich with peach, or a wheat bread sandwich with strawberry. I abbreviated that. I also abbreviated the peanut butter because it would have taken me a long time to write out. So that C stands for chunky peanut butter, the S stands for smooth peanut butter, and the A stands for almond butter. So here's all the different types of sandwiches I could make you, and you're going to have to really watch and follow along. And maybe count on your fingers, or make a little tally mark for each type of sandwich. So I could make you a wheat bread sandwich with grape jelly with chunky peanut butter. That's one type. Let's put a 1 by that. Oops, there's a tally mark. I could make you a wheat bread sandwich with grape jelly with smooth peanut butter. So that's going to be another tally mark. I could make you a wheat bread sandwich with grape jelly and almond butter. So that's 3 different types of sandwiches I could make you just using wheat bread and grape jelly. Now I'm going to make you a wheat bread sandwich with peach jelly and chunky peanut butter. And then I'm going to make you a wheat bread sandwich with peach jelly and smooth peanut butter. Then I'll make you a wheat bread sandwich with peach jelly and almond butter. That's 3 more types of sandwiches. Then I'm going to make you a wheat bread sandwich with strawberry jelly and chunky peanut butter. Then I'll make you a wheat bread sandwich with strawberry and smooth peanut butter. A wheat bread sandwich with strawberry jelly and almond butter. So just on the wheat bread, I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different types of sandwiches. Now, let's go down to the white bread. Using that same strategy, I can make you white bread. Here, let's just list all the different combinations. White bread with grape and chunky peanut butter. White bread with grape and smooth peanut butter. White bread with grape and almond butter. White bread with peach and chunky peanut butter. White bread with peach and smooth peanut butter. White bread with peach and almond butter. And again, I'm going to make all of those same combinations of sandwiches, but with white bread and strawberry jelly, chunky peanut butter, and then white bread, strawberry jelly, and smooth peanut butter, white bread, strawberry jelly, and almond butter. It's like a tongue twister. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, 9 different kinds of sandwiches, and all 9 of those are different than the 9 above. So in all, we have 18 different sandwiches now. But this is going to be the craziest combination because we're going to make raisin bread grape, and chunky, that's C's for chunky sandwiches. So I'll put a 1 right out here. Raisin bread with grape jelly and smooth peanut butter sandwiches. Raisin bread with grape jelly and almond butter. Then raisin bread with peach and chunky peanut butter. Raisin bread, peach, and smooth peanut butter. Raisin bread, peach jelly, and almond butter. Our last 3 types are raisin bread, strawberry jelly, and chunky peanut butter. Raisin bread, strawberry jelly, and smooth peanut butter. And raisin bread, strawberry jelly, and almond butter. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different types that are all different than the types above. So I can just add these up. 9 and 9 is 18 and 9 is 27, or 3 times 9 is 27. I can make 27 different types of sandwiches with 3 types of bread, 3 types of jelly, and 3 types of peanut butter. So if I want to just know how many different choices I'm going to have, I can just multiply. If I multiply, let me change this right here so that it looks a little bit different colored. If I go ahead and multiply 3 types of bread times 3 types of jelly times 3 types of peanut butter, I get 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. So if I just need to know how many choices I'm going to have, I can just multiply how many of each type I have together. But if I want to know what my choices are, then I need to make a tree diagram. So let's try making some of those and using multiplication to figure out how many choices we're going to have in all. Practice problem number 1, and a really cool picture of Michael Jordan. Brandon is packing his lunch for the month. He can choose between apples and bananas for his fruit. His choices of chips are barbecue, tortilla, or Flamin' Hot Cheetos. His choices of sandwiches are ham or turkey. How many different combinations can he pack that consist of 1 fruit, 1 type of chip, and 1 type of sandwich? Draw a tree diagram to show all possible choices. You can always go back up and look at your example if you've forgotten how to do that. Then either count your choices on the tree diagram and then multiply those initial numbers to see how many choices you actually have. Pause it and push play when you've done all of that. Did you write using a complete sentence? Because if you see words, you've got to give me words. Did you write, Brandon can pack 12 different lunches? How do we do that? Let's check it out. So I started out by writing down the 2 types of sandwiches they can choose from, ham or turkey. And then next to each sandwich, I listed the 3 types of chips, barbecue, tortilla, and Cheetos. Next to each type of chip, I listed the 2 types of fruit, apples and bananas. You can see that repeated for each choice of potato chip. So when I'm looking at my choices, remember, I can have a ham sandwich with barbecue chips and apples. That's 1 choice. A ham sandwich of barbecue chips and bananas. That's 1. Ham, tortilla, and apples. That's 1. Ham, tortilla, and bananas. That's 1. Ham, Cheetos, and apples. 1. Ham, Cheetos, and bananas. 1. So I'm making tally marks. So using the ham sandwich, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible different combinations. Now with my turkey sandwich, I can have barbecue and apples, or barbecue and bananas, or tortilla and apples, or tortilla and bananas. Or I can have turkey with Cheetos and apples, or turkey with Cheetos and bananas. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different choices of combinations. If I add those up, I have 12 total combinations, which is one way to solve this. Or I could say I have 2 types of sandwiches times 1, 2, 3 types of chips times 1, 2 types of fruit. Let's see how that works out. 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 times 2 is 12. So there are 12 possible choices of food combinations that I could eat, and I would never have the exact same lunch in 12 days. Practice number 2. Courtney is planning her outfits for her 6th grade year of school. She has 10 t-shirts, 8 skirts, and 7 pairs of shoes. How many different outfits can she wear if she wears 1 t-shirt, 1 skirt, and 1 pair of shoes each day? Remember, I'm not asking you to draw a tree diagram for this. There's too many choices. It would be a very tinily printed tree diagram. We don't want to do that. I can't even do that on the Bamboo tablet. So I just want to know how many different choices she has. Pause it and push play while you figure it out. Did you write in a complete sentence using a noun, not a pronoun? Courtney can wear 560 different outfits. Wow, let's see. If we multiply 10 times 8, 10 t-shirts times 8 skirts, that gives us 80. If we multiply 80 times 7 pairs of shoes, I can use my mental math. 8 times 7 is 56, and then I need to add the 0 from the 80, so 560. That's not too hard, and it was just mental math. We didn't even have to work anything out. Let's try another one. It's time to challenge yourself. I love that picture of Michael Jordan. Nick is landscaping a neighborhood. He wants every house to look slightly different. He wants to use a combination of mulch, flowers, plants, trees, and bushes. If he has 5 different colors of mulch, 10 different types of flowers, 4 types of plants, 7 varieties of trees, and 8 kinds of bushes, how many different combinations of these elements can he implement in his yard designs? Show your work in your journal. You don't have to do a tree diagram. Just show your work in your journal and explain your answer. Come back tomorrow ready to check your answer in class. Finishing up, I think this lesson is really pretty basic. The tree diagram is the trickiest part because you may not have done that before. But multiplying the amounts of each item that you have is a very easy way to find out how many choices you're going to have in all, or how many different combinations. And we use that in the real world all the time. Go ahead now and review your learning goals. Write down if you're a level 1 if you're really struggling with this, a level 2 if you've almost got it, and a level 3 if you've got it. Put any questions in your journal that you want to make sure that you ask me tomorrow. I've been very proud of you guys for coming in and making sure that the first thing you do is ask me your questions. And outstanding outcomes, you have completed lesson 20-1, Outcomes of a Probability Experiment. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.